Hello everyone, I am Burger, and I'm here with Chapter 930 review of One Piece. Now, a lot of exciting stuff happened in this chapter. I did not review last chapter, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to skip it. Now, because there are so many dragons in this arc, I am going to show pictures of Komodo dragons. Good stuff. Now, the cover page is Cracker and Erouge racing dolphins. Pretty standard stuff. Those are just some big fat dolphins to carry Erouge's fat ass, but, you know, there's going to be a lot of fat asses this episode, so better brace yourself. Now, it starts with an interesting beginning of turning the clock back a little, with Zoro finding a different leftover town on his adventures with Tonoyasu. And suspiciously in this town, despite everyone, dying from not eating, they're all laughing and smiling. Now, my immediate thought was that suspicious kid who was said to have suspicious laughter, not suspicious laughter, contagious laughter by Sanji. And basically, the reason they give for smiling is, the person who was originally translated as Witching Hour Boy, but is now translated as Ox 3 Boy, the third hour of the Ox, he comes. He steals money from the rich and gives it to the poor, and with this money they bought a feast, as they call it. Clear water. And Zoro is just horrified by this. He wants to help these people, clearly. And even if these people aren't magically laughing, the reason they're laughing is because nothing will get them down. They won't let dying get them down, because then the dying will win. And that's just a really powerful message that you can't, even if everything is terrible, put on a happy face. It's really interesting section of the chapter. But then they go back to present time, and Onigashima, and Kaido is yelling at his subordinates because Big fucking Mom is coming up the waterfall into Wano. It's amazing. All of her subordinates are there. Pretty much everyone. The only one person I don't see is Katakuri, which I would be very disappointed if Katakuri doesn't show up, but it would also make sense if he didn't show up because somebody's got to run Whole Cake Island. I hope there's Katakuri here. I really do. And Big Mom is just laughing like a maniac coming up the waterfall. And I'm just so freaking hyped. I'm thinking they're gonna come in. It's gonna be all out war because apparently Kaido is very unhappy about her being here. There were some thoughts about Kaido and Big Mom going into alliance. Apparently, that is not what Kaido thinks. So, if Big Mom and Kaido are going to be in Wano, and they hate each other, that is going to be both a good thing and a bad thing for the Straw Hats, who plan to kill both of them. They'll have twice the amount of enemies, but those twice the amount of enemies will also be fighting each other. So it's very difficult to predict what on earth is going to happen next. And right as they're cresting over the waterfall in glorious, glorious feed, another dragon fruit, ancient type, model Pteranodon. I know you're not supposed to pronounce the T, but I am very spiteful in my life. I am spiteful towards the English language for putting a letter you're not supposed to pronounce. So it's Pteranodon. Pteranodon. Still trouble pronouncing that. I am also spiteful towards doctors who say I can't lose, who clearly don't have faith that I'm gonna lose weight, so I lost weight to spite them. And I'm also spiteful towards food that has gone bad by eating it. That does not go well, as you'd imagine. And it seems like King, the dragon fruit ancient model Pteranodon, Pteranodon. Now that's much easier to pronounce if I don't say the T. Pteranodon. Knocks them all into the water, and you see Big Mom's fat ass sinking into the water. Is she gonna die? Hell no. That would be super anticlimactic. From a narrative standpoint, that makes no sense. So Big Mom is not going to die. Somebody's going to lug her big fat ass out of the water. And somebody's going to lug the rest of her subordinates' fat asses out of the water because they can't swim because they're all devil fruit users. I'm sure there are strong people who aren't devil fruit users who can lug Big Mom's fat ass out of the water. I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm quite sure. Now we cut back to Frenosuke, whatever they're calling Usopp, and Sangoro, with their temporary captain Law, telling them to die without giving up any information. And they say, "You suck." Luffy would never say that. He's like, "Well, I'm what you've got," and they were going to just run, but the Kaido subordinate, the Spinosaurus, page 1, is terrorizing citizens to get Sangoro to come out. And Sanji's not putting up with that. So he asks Law, or either him or Frankie asked, I'm not quite sure because, what's it called? Oh right, I can't tell which word bubbles associated with which mouth. It's kind of hard to tell in my opinion. I'm not that good at reading manga. Anyways, Sangoro is got a plan that if they don't see his face, they're all good. What's his plan for them to not see his face? To kill this stupid Spinosaurus that stupidly defeated the T-Rex? Sorry, that's off topic. He's going to use the raid suit. He has swallowed his pride, and he's going to use the great human power of science. I'm proud of you, Sanji. I'm proud of you. You have a lot of power at your disposal, and you have the option to use it or not. And see, I tend to view devil fruits as a weapon. Okay, so Luffy has a weapon, his devil fruit. Usopp has a weapon, his slingshot. Nami has a weapon, her climate tech. Zoro has a weapon, his swords. Sanji doesn't have a weapon, he's just martial arts. And from a realistic point of view, that puts him at a disadvantage. Honestly, it does. So, using a raid suit with his martial arts is perfectly reasonable. I think that's perfectly reasonable. I've heard people say I think it's cool how he just uses martial arts, but me, I'm just thinking, yeah, but everyone else on his crew has a weapon. So I'm fine with this, and I'm very excited to see what he looks like. I'm going to see a Super Sentai transformation. Or better yet, a Sailor Moon transformation, like Puri Puri Prisoner from One Punch Man. That would be better. But that is going to be it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. If you have any thoughts, please tell me. I'm just trying to get a discussion going by making these videos. So if you have anything to say, I'd love to hear it. I think all opinions are equally valid, as this is a work of fiction. And one last thing I was going to say, oh yes, I'm going to make a video about Big Mom and Kaido, but not the video you might be expecting. So I'm excited about that. I'm quite sure I'm going to make it. I know I try not to say things because I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it. Alright, that's going to be it for today, everyone. Bye!